Hello everyone, how are you doing? He's alright. So we're just going to be bringing some updates from what Rafa's been saying in his press conference today, whether he give any hints away what he felt about the Daniel Sturridge and team news for the game against Burnley. The Sky cameras are just behind us down there, the Sky Q lot as well, so they're setting up ready for the game as well to be broadcast around, well, the UK and the world, isn't it, really? So we're not the only Newcastle YouTubers to be around the place. We've got Lawrence McKenna and Brian, I've just seen from work. They're around the ground somewhere filming at the moment as well. But what Rafa's been saying today, so Rafa said, look, it's still time to bring strikers in. He wants to focus on the game, and there's a common theme in this press conference. He just didn't really want to be talking about transfers. I think he's brushing it under the carpet. He just said, look, I'm focusing on the game from tomorrow. If Newcastle were to bring in, fine, fantastic. The club are still working on bringing players in. He said that he has a list of players and the club are still working on those players bringing in. When he was asked about Daniel Sturridge, he avoided it, to be fair. He just said, look, I don't want to talk about transfers. Again, I just want to focus on the game. So he brushed it on the carpet, which doesn't really surprise me as much. There was no political talk and none of this. But if we don't bring anybody through the door, I'm expecting Rafa to say something. Probably not Wednesday night, because he'll probably not know, but more or less on the weekend when the game coming up. Now, reports come around from Spain. It's a bizarre one, I think, that Mikel Merino's been alleged target for Atletico Bilbao. Now, he's on loan. He's only just recently signed a massive long-term deal. It was only in September, October time that he signed that deal. I couldn't see that happening anyways. And Rafa said that he's had Spanish journalists ringing him, and he's literally said he's not for sale. Simple as that. And I'm very much behind that. I think it's a fake story. I mean, why would you go out after someone who's just signed a new long-term deal? I know Bilbao are going to have big money from Laporte going to Manchester City, but nah, put that one to bed. That's not going to happen. On players leaving though, Rafa did say that 2 or 3 players are actually talking to clubs at the moment, which is interesting. Who are those players? Maybe Freddie Woodman, Rolando Aarons, Alexander Mitrovic, Jack Colback, Henri Saivet, maybe one of those Masada Hodara. There's 5 or 6 players for you. So 2 or 3 of them are talking to clubs at the moment, but Rafa has said that he's not allowing anybody to leave the club until replacements are found coming in first. So we're interested to see if we can bring in a goalkeeper, allow Freddie Woodman to go out, and also a striker. If Mitrovic leaves, then he was expecting Newcastle to bring in one in first. Team news against Burnley, he has said that there will be changes made. He brought in a lot of fringe players like Haidara, Saivet and Bemba on Saturday. He said that there will be fresh faces, fresh legs coming in. You look at the people who weren't on the start lineup: Mo Diame, Jacob Murphy, Christian Atsu, who else was there? Ayoze Perez. Mikel Merino wasn't even in the matchday squad, so will he be fit to play on Wednesday night? So expect to see some changes. I expect the formation to change as well. Asked about the home form here at St James Park behind us, he's basically just turned around and said he's not focusing on that. All he does is focusing on just Burnley, that's it. Asked about those fringe players again, with the players, are they leaving or they're not playing. He said, look, the fringe players know where they stand. The rest are focusing on the game tomorrow. So quite brutal what Rafa said there. But when the press comments, from what I've just seen there, he didn't look rushed. He looked very calm. As I touched upon, he didn't look very political. Was very assured. But the question is, will he be that way on the next press conference? Because we know it's deadline day tomorrow, and will Newcastle bring anybody in? I mean, the clock is ticking, and we've got to bring someone in quickly, or there's going to be chaos. I mean, I'm dreading doing the fan cams with the gang tomorrow and see what the reaction is if we don't bring anybody in. It's not going to be a happy camp, and I'm expecting protests if I don't bring anybody in. Might not be the Burnley game, it might be the next home game after Palace, but we'll see how that goes as well. So hopefully the club can do business and get a body in through the door, 1 or 2. Let us know what you think. Cheers, says bye.